Recorded live with little or no editing. It's Defense Up. I'm Red 7. How you doing? Today we're going over Raistlin's defense, and we grade on 5 different criteria. It's who you're using, their placement, their power levels, their ISOs, and what kind of mood I'm in. I'm feeling really good because I'm back to streaming. I took a week off because I was moving some stuff, and there are going to be some interruptions in my content in the future, but I will try to keep a steady flow of stuff. Hopefully get 6 or 7 videos out to you guys every week without any interruption. Let's get started. We're going to jump right into team number 1. It is a Hydra defense. Pretty standard. We got it built up with some strange orange gear on Grenadier. That's probably because Raistlin's using them in conjunction with Zemo on offense every once in a while. Otherwise, that is the one to build up, is this guy right here. Otherwise, keep them all the same. 400 level defense is looking good. Fortifier on most of them. Striker on this one. That's again to go with his Zemo character. And then went Raider on Red Skull. Probably Skirmisher, Healer, or Fortifier is a better choice for Red Skull. He doesn't have a lot of area of attacks, so I kind of like him as a Skirmisher better, just to like clear positive effects and stuff. But really doesn't matter on this team. I like the Fortifiers everywhere else. So there's no point in changing this if you want to keep him as a Raider. It works. Maybe get some crit damage out of him or something. He is the big boy on the team. So I'm not going to dock for that. It's too minuscule a thing. So I'll go ahead and give an A for this team. I don't see any major problems with it. Moving on to team number 2 is a Brotherhood. Used to be Brotherhood Doom, but it looks like we subbed in Tron on this team to give it some more power. Magneto's going to blind everybody early, opening the taunt with Blob early. You've got the deflex. Ooh, there's a problem. We need to swap places with Blob and Juggernaut so that the taunts, the deflex are going to go to Toad and Juggernaut. You're missing that, so that's a point lost right there. I like Juggernaut better as a Raider, but you already made him a war-ready Skirmisher, so probably leave it. This team isn't worth investing in or building for any specific reason, but if you already got him, you got him. If you do want to build a team, though, Raider on Juggernaut. I like Skirmisher on Blob. He can be a striker when you're using him, the full Brotherhood team on offense, but I prefer him as a Skirmisher on defense, especially when you have those villain mutants. He's only retaliating like 50% of the time or something like that, or maybe it's 60% of the time. Because these are not villain mutants. All in all, it's a pretty good team. I just don't like this one ISO. Everything else works. I'm going to give you an A- for that. Oh, wait, the placement. Sorry, the placement's really screwy. So B- for that. Get that placement change, and that'll give you a lot more value. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. Team number 3 is the Black Order. Is what it is. ISOs look good. I like Skirmisher here instead of Healer. That's good. Skirmisher Striker on the combo. That's good. Yeah, this is fine. I'll give you an A for that one. Team number 4. Here's something a little different. We've got X-23 in with this. This used to be the Inhumans hybrid, but you got X-23 and Hawkeye in here. Hawkeye putting out some blinds with the Skirmisher. I would prefer Hawkeye better as a Raider when he's all by himself like this, but you probably have him Skirmisher from his previous team, so no docking there. Skirmisher here, level 5, I like that. Striker there, Raider there, that's good, and Striker there. This is good. You got 3 people putting out vulnerables and 2 people soaking them up. This is going to be a really good team. If you're not running the X-Force offense, then this is a good thing to do with your X-23 because she has that auto target that works really well on defense. So I kind of like that. I'm going to give you an A for that team. Looking good. Team number 5 is the Mercs with Surfer. This is a pretty powerful defense. We're seeing this a lot more. People subbing out Shuri for Surfer, making this team pop off a lot better. Personally, I like to swap places with Lieutenant and Riot Guard so that he is getting the heals rather than the deflex, but it doesn't matter so much. Either way, your team's going to fold. I think it's kind of strange that your Merc Lieutenant is so big and your Taskmaster is not. I would go ahead and invest a little bit in Taskmaster. I think he's an absolutely useful character. He's very undervalued. Yeah, his stats aren't great compared with the newer meta teams, but none of the older characters are. I still think he's got a stun. He's got blinds for the whole team. He's pretty fast. He steals positive effects with his basic. I think he's a great character worth a little bit of investment. So go ahead and do that. And you're going to want to bring up this Merc Riot Guard just a little bit also because, I mean, he's so squishy. You know, he's the chink in the armor there. But with this huge Surfer on there bringing up this team, your power levels are wonky in kind of the wrong way. People will probably overcompensate and think that this is a true 650 defense, and they'll go into it thinking they need to, when really, like an X-Force might even be able to blow this up, just getting here with that. But Skilletary might work on this. That RNG factor with Surfer is going to make it really tough. Not sure what people would come into this, but basically, let's see a little bit of investment in here. You got Skirmisher, Striker, Striker. I'd like to see him switched over to a Striker, even if it's like a level 1 Striker. If you decide to build up that Taskmaster, but I don't think that's how you really want to do it. Yeah, if you build up Taskmaster, then switch him over to a level 1 Striker. If not, probably just leave this team the way it is. All in all, it's pretty good. I'm gonna give you a B+ for that. Just needs a little bit of investment. Okay, team number 6 is the Young Avengers. You got these two off the corners. Proper ISOs. Looks great. A for the team. Good job. Team number 7 is a new warrior-ish kind of team. I don't know where Deathpool is, but she's not here. You got Ghost in there. She's jumpy in the middle, keeping those chain attacks, defense up on spawn. You got bringing people back alive with her. Got her as a fortifier. That's pretty good. I'm seeing some tricks with Ultimus. People are putting Ultimus in with Minerva because it gives Minerva a big, huge health boost. He gives like 50% health boost to Kree. So that's another choice if you want to put Ghost someplace else and you happen to have a big Ultimus. Ultimus is not worth building, but that 50% health boost to pair with Minerva, it's a trick. Let's see, Skirmisher, Raider. I prefer Skirmisher Striker, but a lot of people like going Raider for that crit damage on her big ult. It works, so I won't dock you for that. You got a bunch of vulnerables on the field and only one person soaking them up. Like, you're going to have tons of vulnerables out there, so if you wanted to throw in another Striker, you could. I don't know who you would do as a Striker, but all I'm saying is you got plenty of vulnerables, so you could spare it. All in all, the team looks okay. I'm not super excited about who you're using, but let's see where it goes. I'll give you an A for this team. It's just, it's kind of, there's nothing wrong with it. I just think we can do better with other people or maybe a different ISO setup or something. So I'll give you the A for that team, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see. We got our Emmarauders here. Oh, this is where Deathpool is. Okay, this is a good place for Deathpool. It gives this team a little bit more damage. She's not stealing energy. She only does that in raids. She's not giving out energy. So all you're getting is the cleanup damage, which is pretty good. And of course, this stops you from coming into this team with like an X factor. You're not going to go into it with Mom, at least, because she's going to feed off those mums and get so many kills and stuff like that. But it's a cool place to put her. It works. When Prior comes out, you'll probably swap her in here. Although I can't suggest to anybody building Prior. I think that's kind of a waste. Fortifier, Striker on Emma, that actually works. I prefer as a healer, but it works. I think you're gonna have, you're trying to go for a little bit more damage out of this team. And honestly, you didn't have any Strikers anyway, so you're getting her to clear some positive effects. It's a good move to make. I like everything you're doing here. It's a trick that can be done. So we'll call it an A, and we'll move on to the next team. Number 9 is the Web Warrior team. All Raiders with Skirmisher on OG Spider-Man and Striker on Miles. It's a great combination. I like it. A for that team also. And the final team is your Heroes for Hire. You have Shang-Chi on the outside. I don't think you should do that. I think you should swap places with Luke Cage and put Luke Cage, I'm sorry, not Luke Cage, Iron Fist, excuse me. Swap places with Iron Fist and Shang-Chi so that Iron Fist is on the outside, because who cares if Iron Fist gets a disrupt? You don't want Shang-Chi getting disrupted. Yeah, no problems here other than that one placement change. I think you're looking pretty good, so I'll go A- on that. Okay, that's been Raistlin's defense up video. If you want your defense featured, just links in the description. Find me on Discord. Send me 3 picks, and I'll put you on the list, and we'll get you. We'll go over your teams and get you graded. Remember, guys, don't just have a good game. Be good to yourselves and others too. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.